All right, we're live.
It's recording.
All right. So who calls it into order this time?
I guess I'll call it to order.
I'll second. All right, so we got Brian Huckabee.
Here.
Melissa Mills.
Melissa Mills, yeah,
That's okay.
right one. And Charlotte Perrick.
Here.
All right. And then you have to officially call it to order. And it's 6:04.
All right, I call the meeting to order. We have a quorum. Item 1 on the agenda is consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding Kubota Hometown Proud Community Revitalization Grant application. It's long-term.
Mm-hmm.
So that grant, has it been written?
No, that's what,
That's what we need to do Saturday.
yeah.
Right, if we want to apply for that grant.
Yeah, so that's,
I thought we'd already answered that.
well, we talked about it briefly last meeting. I guess it was determined that we hadn't officially.
So that's what this is about.
It's, the main purpose of this is so we can all raise our hands and say, yes, we want to apply for this grant.
Okay.
I'll move that we do that.
Second.
Second, third? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then, Charlotte
Yes.
and Brian and Melissa.
And that's a $100,000 grant, and
Plus a piece of equipment. Now, after, there will be 5 recipients, and then what they're going to do is kind of take a poll, and whoever is the most popular will get an additional 100,000.
Oh, wow.
So,
So that could be for inside, for furniture, for whatever, or does it have to be for construction?
well, part of that,
what do we kind of write it for?
they even like the idea of donating a piece of equipment. We don't have any grass to mow, and somebody had the idea, it wasn't me, about getting one of their little side-by-side little gator things that could be used to deliver books in the community.
Cool idea. I was wondering about, do they have like lift things, like, that you could use inside the building for construction?
Not quite, after looking,
I don't know what Kubota has.
I had
It's
to
more
get a look on the website as well.
Tractors and
Yeah.
mowers.
Okay.
Mostly tractors,
But
mowers.
then you had the idea last weekend about getting,
A letter of support from,
and Linda has already contacted Kubota and is getting a letter of support
yeah.
from them. So,
Good, good, good. So is that, and is there a way to attach that, or we don't know?
well, and I haven't seen the application form yet. Is there a spot in there to attach?
It's
Or-
similar to the T-Mobile one where it's just a fill in the blank. There's not really a place to attach anything.
Well, we could still put verbiage in there and say, contact Chapman at Kubota. They have a letter of support ready to go if you're interested.
Yes, that sounds good to me.
And Linda has already done some narrative work, and I think shared it with you and me, and I have been busy this week and I haven't read it yet. So have you looked at it, Jennifer?
I have, but after looking at it too, trying to transfer stuff over, some of it does need to be trimmed down a little bit.
Fine.
We hit our word maximum,
Okay,
but I'd rather overhit it than under.
okay.
Is the grant writing party on Saturday open to people outside of this group?
It is.
Well, yes, I think so.
I think we can only have 2 trust members present.
I see.
Well, 2 members, yeah, kind of across the board, so it'd be like, if 2 board members came in, like, we'd have to make sure we don't,
Crosstalk
Crossover.
or something. Okay.
cause like, Charlotte's on 3, yeah, she's on both city boards and the treasury library, so you count
Yeah, yeah,
this one for each one.
yeah. Right. Okay. I was just wondering.
And
I'll
Jennifer,
call you later.
can you send me the link to that
To the-
Kubota deal?
Yeah,
I'm sure if I wasn't as lazy as I am, I could probably find it on my own, but
Yeah.
I was just asking because Clark Iacovakis, he is, well, he's my friend at the OSU library. I don't know if he's talked to you or not about anything, but he was like wanting to help get involved with fundraising and stuff, and so I was telling him like, oh, I got in this library trust board, and he was like, I wonder if I should go to that meeting or if I should, like, how I can get involved. And I was like,
and what's
maybe
his-
he can help. He's a librarian at OSU, and he did work in public libraries before.
He
But he
maybe-
might be better suited for like the Friends of the Library
He
board.
might know more about what things are available than we do. We've had a
Yeah.
hard time finding ones that were,
Right.
Go ahead and talk to me more after, just because we gotta make sure that we're sitting
Yep.
closer to the actual agenda,
No
so
problem.
we don't get in trouble.
well, this is talking about the grant application.
Yeah, I was just asking if that application writing.
Yeah, I think anybody that's not already,
Anybody that-
if
long as we don't-
if we don't break quorum rules on Saturday morning, we're cool.
Okay.
Anybody wants to come listen and help. Anybody have anything else on the Kubota grant specifically before we move on? It'd be a good one, $100,000 I wouldn't turn down,
when's it due?
31st,
It's soon, isn't it?
right, Jen?
Yeah.
So what, so Saturday morning, what time? And we don't have to bug you every time, I mean, if we have the link, I mean, the library doesn't open till 10.
Right.
So I don't want you to have to go out of your way, because I don't think, it'll take an hour. I think Linda already has a good head start, and we have a lot of narratives and stuff from previous applications, so it's kind of specific thought to the specific grant and rewording some things and cleaning it up. So I don't think more than an hour. So what time's good for you?
I'm kind of good with whatever, I mean, I can be here earlier,
9?
kind of up to y'all, yeah. Because we can do it before we officially open.
Okay.
Sorry, let me write it down so I don't forget.
I got it.
I'm gonna be out of town.
That's all right. Hope you have fun.
All right, item 2, consideration, discussion, and possible action to select a work day in April to remove remaining trash and exterior wall. And again, doesn't specifically have to be April, but there is the city, when's the city trash off day?
It's the day after the
Very soon.
garage sale, which the garage sale is the 1st. So the question that I had though about that is, so April 1st is the citywide garage sale. So that would mean April 8th is typically the day,
Trash off.
but that's Easter weekend this year. So I don't know if that changes things. So I don't know if the city has that posted somewhere.
Is it in the paper for this? That isn't,
I think it is.
Take me a minute to go through that.
Yeah, look on, my mom even said something about it was on the front page or
It's on the front?
somewhere, but
our
Not
grant made the front.
this one,
maybe it's not.
not on this one.
Maybe in last week.
When is our next meeting?
Hang on, I had it.
Perkins Citywide Cleanup Day last year was on April 9th, 2022.
Ours is on April 6th.
April 6th? It's not even a Saturday.
Our next meeting.
Our next meeting, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, as long as our next meeting would be before when we think the trash off day is, we could still jump through hoops in a few days. And because I did it last year before, I went down by myself with a trailer and filled up a bunch of stuff and hauled out there.
I think it had to be last year because we had that weird sink thing in the back.
Yeah, I think it was last year. So as long as it's not before the 6th, we can still rally the troops at our next meeting and get down there and spend half a day. And because there's still a little bit of stuff. And the co-op did work on behind their building. that metal building, there was a bunch of stuff stacked up, and they went through and pulled out everything they knew was trash. There's still stuff there that they don't claim ownership of, but I think they admit is trash. So there's still some stuff there to haul off. So we could get that and take advantage of the free dumpsters.
Okay.
We
The
had to
Great
have-
American Trash Cleanup Trash Off. Okay, citywide garage sale. Citywide cleanup day is the 15th
Okay.
because I was gonna say that because of Easter weekend.
Okay.
So because it's usually the week after the citywide garage sale, which is the 1st, but then it's Easter weekend, and then the cleanup day is the 15th.
Well, then I'd make a motion that we plan to meet the morning of the 15th.
Well, and before we actually make a motion, we really need to make a motion and vote on it after we're done discussing it. Like everything on
Make a
the
motion.
agenda line.
Make a motion to vote on having a work day.
What are you saying?
So we really need to wait and make sure that we make a motion, we actually do the vote, like when we're all done talking about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then I won't officially make a motion.
Okay.
I would suggest that we could meet the morning of the 15th
Okay.
and load up a trailer with the stuff behind the co-op building, pull stuff off the walls, and then have free dumpsters to go dump it in.
We're at the
And,
park over there.
and we could talk more about it, get more specific at the next meeting, since we'll have time. If we think we need more time to do a little more pre-work, we could meet Friday evening, spend 2 hours getting stuff stripped off walls, so that Saturday morning, then we just meet, load stuff on a trailer, and
So is this the kind of thing you would want to advertise for people, for volunteers, or you just want to keep it small and kind of
yeah,
focused?
it's a 3 or 4 person gig probably.
Well, here, I can even put
It was a
on.
1 person gig last year.
Yeah. I'll be out of town that weekend, so I won't be available to help at that time, but
That's real
but I
convenient.
could maybe volunteer my husband. We'll see. So,
There's honestly, there's not a whole lot. Well, and there's a little bit, that old bathroom at the back of the building. The last time we had a work day, we stopped short there for some reason. I think we were all out of energy. So there's a little bit in there.
Go inside.
So it could turn into a meet on a Friday evening and get a chunk of it done, and then meet back that Saturday morning, and
And I can add that, because worst case scenario, we finish early.
yeah,
So the evening of the 14th,
yeah.
and then the 15th morning. All right. Do we have a rough time in mind, or you want to wait till we get a little bit closer?
I think we'd just go ahead and put down that Friday the 14th at 6 p.m.
Sounds good. All right, what are you thinking for Saturday morning?
9 a.m.
Sounds good.
And then the attorney's not here to ask this question, but if 3 of us show up,
It's one of those where I think, and I could be wrong, you call, essentially, it's like a special meeting, but all that's really on the agenda is that we are meeting to do this cleanup, and then we can get together down there.
so we will have to publish that we're having a special meeting
Yes,
to remove trash from the building.
yes.
Right. That's fine, I'm just asking.
And it's just one of those where if there are 3 or more.
Okay.
I am so useful at cleaning up trash, I'm sure.
All right, then,
So you're,
But it's fun to watch.
so then I make a motion that we schedule Friday the 14th to do some demolition, and Saturday the 15th to haul all remaining trash out to the city dumpsters on the cleanup day.
sounds good. All right then. Oh,
I'll second it.
all right then, Brian,
Yep.
Charlotte,
Yes.
and Melissa. Then all that's left is for you to adjourn.
Yep, that That's all we got. Meeting is adjourned at 6:19.
All right, if you want to kill the recorder, I'll turn off this thing.
I never started it, so
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Joking.